The Queen Show by Mzansi Ballet is a dynamic celebration of ballet and dance featuring the iconic music of Queen. With a fresh and vibrant production, dazzling costumes by world-renowned designer David Hutt, and a diverse cast with global stage experience, this world-class performance promises a fun night out for the whole family. Director Dirk Badenhorst, a ballet advocate, says he's thrilled to bring back this beloved production to entertain South African audiences at the Pieter Toerien Theatre. And he joins us now this morning to share more. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Great stuff. Now tell us what inspired a ballet show to honor rock band Queen.
Well, the music of Queen is so timeless, and then the film The Bohemian Rhapsody just kind of brought ballet and the Queen music to a whole new audience. And so we decided to then have this ballet choreographed. Michael Reevy and Angela Reevy created it, David Hutt costumed it, and it really is just a true celebration. We had already 3 weeks of it in Cape Town, and one of the songs is We Are the Champions, and we actually performed it night that the Springboks became the world champions.
Love it.
And we had the flags, and we had the Springbok also flag on stage, and it just showed how relevant the music is to the people of everywhere. And I think that is what is so much fun. It's a family show. It has beautiful dancing, has beautiful music, has beautiful costumes. It's a wonderful thing to do in Joburg over the festive season. And so that's why we decided to bring it back, because it is such a popular mixture of the art of ballet and dance, because it's not just pure classical ballet, it's also contemporary dance, and then the very popular Queen music.
I mean, just considering, the style of ballet music, which is normally slow and mellow, classical, and then you consider the music of Queen, which is, punchy, popping. How did you manage to fuse those two narratives? And how much of work did you have to go through to make the transition?
So the choreographers spent quite an amount of time on working with the dancers and getting them ready for it, because it is a very different approach to what you have done. But we always say that classical ballet is the basis of all dance training. And so this is really very evident in what you will see on the stage. You know, we have dancers from Cuba, from South Africa, from Cape Town, Joburg in South Africa, but a really diverse mix of dancers. And they all had to then get together and become the Queen dancers for this season. And it really is a fascinating way to see how Angela, in particular in this last run, has worked with the dancers to get her view and her perception of the Queen music onto the stage. And so it's really beautiful to see how it's an interpretation, because there isn't really a storyline in this particular ballet. It's just a visual retelling of the Queen music, and I think that's what's so popular about it.
And how did you incorporate the music and the ballet?
They spent hours listening and understanding the different layers within the music, and then trying to find particularly the language that speaks to them. And so it was getting the dancers to really know the music well, and then to find the language, the lifts, the moves, the turns to fit in exactly the telling of Bohemian Rhapsody on the scaffolding. Sometimes have the audiences laughing, sometimes there's a tear in the eye, and it really therefore tells you that we got it right, in that it really truly moves the audience to becoming part of it. We have them standing up at the end, shouting along, clapping along, because it is just truly a visual explosion and a telling of the music. And the rhythms, because it's on point, it's off point, it's strange lifts, it's falling off the scaffolding. Our set is a scaffolding.
Right? Yeah.
And so
and understanding, and the dancers understanding the music.
Absolutely.
And is a totally different element to having the energy to move to the beat of the music, because such high-paced and punchy music, you don't have to miss a bit.
No, there's literally almost a step for every single beat. And so that is what makes it. They are exhausted by the end of the run, and the run is a long run. We have 29 performances. We open on the 12th of December, and we run until the 13th of December, and we run until the 12th of January. And so it really is fantastic thing to see throughout Christmas, but it is a very, very long run. And the dancers are super excited about the whole journey. It's a wonderful theatre, the Pieter Toerien Theatre. It's a wonderful setting at Monte Casino, great restaurants, safe parking. And it's something that I don't like always talking about, but it's necessary for people to know that they are comfortable to come to the theatre. They are just there to have the best time. It's a wonderful thing for corporates that have not done their Christmas event yet. Come to the theatre, do a block booking. And as I said earlier, it is truly for the family. Tickets are at web tickets. So it's truly accessible for the whole family, but also for your friends. Make a night out.
Sure.
Forget the kids if you want to. Sometimes we need to get away from the kids if we don't want to bring them. But yeah, it is, I think, one of the best things to do during the Christmas season.
All right, Dirk, lovely chatting to you, man. And certainly, well, I know that this particular production will revolutionize the culture of ballet dancing in South Africa.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Thank you so much for joining us. That was director Dirk Badenhorst speaking to us about The Queen Show, which is a timeless ballet tribute to the legendary rock band currently running at the Pieter Toerien Theatre at Monte Casino from, the 13th of December through to the 14th of January.